Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to JMD Institute channel. Today I am presenting Business Study chapter part 4. Hope you like it. Please watch till end. So, second last topic of this chapter is mental revolution. Mental revolution is a change in thinking both on the part of management and worker. Success of implementation of scientific management depends on the mental evolution of management and worker, both as to their duty to cooperate in productivity, the largest possible surplus, and to the necessity for substituting exact scientific knowledge for opinion or the old rule of thumb of individual knowledge. If not all the measures suggested in scientific management system would be useless. Mental revolution is a change in thinking on both the side for manager and the worker and the management. Our next topic is scientific management. Scientific management implies the application of science to the management of an industrial concern. It aims to add replacement of traditional techniques by scientific techniques. Scientific management is thoughtful, organized human approach to the job of management as contrasted with hit or miss rule of thumb. It is the art of knowing exactly what you want men to do and then seeing that they do it in the best and the cheapest way. Scientific management includes finding the most efficient method of production, scientific selection and training of worker, proper allotment of duties and work, and achieving cooperation between worker and management. The characteristic of scientific management, it is a systematic approach to handle management problems. It rejects the age-old method of rule of thumb approach. It attempts to discover the best method of doing a work at the lowest cost. It attempts to develop each work to his greatest efficiency. It involves a complete change in the mental attitude of the worker as well as of the management. So, there are four scientific principles written by Taylor. Our first principle is science not rule of thumb. These principles require development and application of scientific method throughout the enterprise. Taylor advocates that traditional rule of thumb method should be replaced with the scientific method. This would reduce wastage, maximize efficiency, and unify practices in the organization. Taylor believed that there was only one best method to maximize efficiency. Such method could be developed through scientific study and analysis. The method so developed should replace rule of thumb throughout the enterprise. This would help in dreadful saving of human efforts, time and materials. Scientific methods should be used for the following purposes, like to determine the best way of doing the work, another to determine standard time required to do a job, and lastly to determine the fair day work for the worker. Our next scientific principle by Taylor is harmony, not discord. Taylor emphasized that there should be complete harmony between the management and the worker. This requires change of mental attitude of the worker and the management towards each other. Taylor called for mental revolution on the part of both management and worker. It means that both the parties should transform their thinking so as to bring about harmony in the organization. Management should share the gain of the company with the worker. At the same time, workers should work hard to increase productivity. Both the parties should consider them to be a part of a family and concentrate on increasing the profit of the organization. When this mental revolution takes place, workers and management turn their attention towards increasing profit. They do not quarrel over the distribution of profit. For example, instead of fighting over distribution of profit, management and worker must focus attention on increasing it. For this, workers should work hard to raise productivity and management should share the increased profit with workers in the form of bonus. Our third scientific principle by Taylor is cooperation, not individualism. Scientific management is based on cooperation between management and worker, as also between workers themselves. Individualism should be replaced by cooperation or collectivism. This principle is an extension of the principle of harmony, not discord. Competition should be replaced by cooperation. Both management and workers should realize the need and importance of each other. Management should encourage constructive suggestion by the employees by offering them proper reward. It should take place work into confidence before making an important decision. At the same time, workers should avoid strikes and unreasonable demand. According to Taylor, there should be an almost equal division of work and responsibility between worker and management. Our fourth and last scientific principle of Taylor is development of each and every person to his or her greatest efficiency and prosperity. Scientific management advocated development of each worker. Every organization should follow a scientific system of selection of workers. The workers should be trained to avoid wrong methods of work. Management is responsible for the scientific training of workers so that they may learn the best method of doing their work. It must provide opportunities for the development of workers having better capability. This would ensure greater efficiency and prosperity for both the company and the worker. The concern for efficiency should start from selection process. Every organization should follow a scientific system of a selection. A proper job analysis should be done before selection. The selected workers should be assigned job as per their capability and should also be given necessary training for further development. For example, a company may have its own training department where newly employed workers are sent for training. The senior staff may also be sent for refresher training to learn new techniques of production. So guys, it's time to learn about scientific principle of Taylor by its learning trick. And its slogan is that has six cards, where that is refers development of each and every person to his or her greatest efficiency and prosperity, where has refers to harmony, not discord. 6 refers to science, not rule of thumb, and the last card is for cooperation, not individualism. So, last topic of this chapter is difference between Taylor and Fioll. Taylor and Fioll, on the basis of his perspective, On the side of Taylor, he worked from bottom to top level. His center of study was the operator at the workshop, whereas Fuel he worked from top level to downward, laying stress on unity of command, unity of direction, coordination, etc. He was concerned with overall administration of the enterprises. If we see on the basis of unity of command, the Taylor he recommend functional foremanship which violate unity of command, whereas Fuel he advocated unity of command so that each worker gets order from one boss only. On his applicability, Taylor's scientific management is applicable to industrial organization only, whereas Fuel principle have universally applicable. On the basis of formation of principle, the Taylor principle are based on observation and experimentation, whereas Fuel principle was drawn from his personal experience of managing organization. On the basis of his focus, the Taylor gave stress on increasing productivity rather than on human resources. He emphasizes work simplification, time and motion study, whereas Fuel showed regards for the human element by advocating principles such as initiative, stability of tenure, and spirit of cooperation. So guys, here are two links for you. One is for practice and other is for question answer on the point of view of CBSE. Please do it. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you love this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. For further suggestion, query and doubts, you can email or at institutegmt00@gmail.com. And it's a humble request to all watching this video to share this channel as much as you can, because there are many students in our country who can't afford to take expensive coachings. Your one can share can make their future. So do this for good karma. Stay tuned for my upcoming videos. Till that, stay home, stay at home.